It's crazy, right? Episode 3 highlights quite a few things that we've overheard so far from not only Aisha, but Daphne. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. So first and foremost, I want to talk about that monster just a little more and what it all entails. And then I want to jump into Belle and him stealing his resolve. And then next, I want to get into Lily and her stealing her own resolve, right? That shit was super important because, dude, the party almost fell apart, right? The party almost fell apart. It was already almost over, and this is episode fucking 3, son. 3! So let's get into this monster because, bro, its intelligence level is a little ridiculous, right? Fucking ridiculous. And we learned a little more about this monster from Luvis because he was just like, this monster knows not to fight people stronger than it, right? It fucking knows. Because Aisha asked the question, how in the fuck have we never heard about this monster before? Like, we know about huge monsters, right? We know where they live, right? We know all of this shit. We know all about them. We know their weaknesses and shit like that. But why have we never heard about this one? Why have no adventurers reported this one? And that's when Luvis was just like, you know, it knows to not fight people stronger than him, and it only goes after people it can defeat, right? Adventurers it can defeat. So it hunts these adventurers and uses them to further his fucking intellect, right? It's insane. Did you see the setups? So not only did he use Luvis's fucking adventurer friends against him, he covered one of them and monster looked like him. Bro, that shit is insane, right? Secondly, in regards to the monster, just how quickly he separated the party, right? Dude, we're talking about a fucking monster here, right? Separated the party, took Belle down to the lower floors, separated him from the party, and then that's when the party started falling apart, but we'll get to that in a second. I just want to still stay on topic with this monster. How fucking brutal is this monster? Bro, when it went off screen, when he found Luvis's adventure homies, started beating the shit out of him, and all you heard was screams and shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, just how brutal is this season gonna be? So now let's talk about Belle, right? Right before we get to the separation of the party. And I am proud, bro. I'm like a proud dad in this moment, bro. Do you see what the fuck Belle is doing, bro? This is not the Belle of old. This is not the weenie warden Belle. This is a level-headed, ready to adventure. I'm here for my team, and I know my team is here for me ass Belle, bro. That's what this is, and it's so fucking sick, right? So let's get into Belle because, like I said, this is right before the party got split, and he stayed level-headed and trying to figure out just how we're going to heal Chigusa, right? And Luvis, of course, because Cassandra can't handle this on her own because she's not that skilled as a healer to be able to handle those, and who knows, we might not be able to handle that with just a fucking high ceiling skilled healer alone, because they talk about this later on saying like this is a parasite, and we don't even know if just leaving here and going to get them healed by one of the greatest fucking healers in the entire area will fix anything. So this is where Belle actually steps up as a fucking leader again, right? Again, I have to reiterate this again because this is something that's becoming more of a staple so far for DanMachi, and I love it. Belle stepping up as a leader again and letting everybody know, like, look, man, I'm only good for one thing, even though he's good for multiple things, but it's just the situational awareness, right? And that's combat. But I believe if we all put our fucking heads together, right, we can definitely make this happen. We could definitely figure out a way to either heal them or whatever the next steps may be, right? That's exactly what the fuck we're looking for. And you saw everybody, right? It just panned in on everybody's faces, bro. Everybody was super fucking hyped because they're like, hell yeah, this is a leader. And now we get into the splitting of the party because this fucking monster is insane, bro. So they go look for Luvis's party. That's the conclusion they came to. Go get them and get the fuck out. They find Luvis's party. They come up with a fucking strategy, right? This is like Lily Prime, right? She comes up with this shit off the cuff. She's like, Aisha, Belle, y'all go handle the moss monster. Wealth, Oka, and Mikoto, y'all handle like the sea shits. Me, Cassandra, and Haruhime, we gonna be back in this bitch with Lewis, and we gonna try to hide back here, bro. And then they try to execute this plan, which that shit sounded perfect, right? Just for that fucking huge Moss not to be a huge Moss, but to be one of fucking Lewis's party members. And then boom, here comes the separation, right? Bell fends him off, right? Bell was fast as hell here, right? That shit was actually really fucking sick. Bell was fast as shit here, fucking jumped forward. You ain't gonna do shit, right? Just to get dragged down to a different fucking floor, bro. And it's crazy. I'm really fearing for our party because that motherfucker hung back and he's going to go hunt them, bro. Oh, this is going to be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. But here's where the peril started, and something that I pointed out earlier came into play. So after the party got separated, you guys remember what Aisha said, what was it, last episode before we even made our way down here? Or was it the episode before, right? If you cannot lead, the rest of the party is going to fall the fuck apart, bro. And you seen what happened once he got dragged down and they couldn't sense him. Everybody lost their fucking minds, bro. And I'm like, oh fuck, Aisha was right. For a second, Aisha had to let them know, like, look, man, we can't fall apart at this point. Bell is still alive down there somewhere. So we need to push forward as a group. We need to figure out what the fuck we gonna do. So that way we don't end up in this goddamn situation. And Lily fucking steals herself, bro. This is where I was proud of Lily as well, because we know how she feels about Bell, right? We know that she loves Bell more than anything because of everything that he's done for her since day one, right? She steeled herself and was like, man, fuck it, we about to do this shit now. We about to get ourselves to the point where we first saw when we came down here, right? That narrow path. And everybody's like, yo, but what if the monster runs up on us like that, bro? What if the monster runs up on us right there? And she's like, that's exactly what I'm banking on, because what we gonna do is we're gonna entrap this motherfucker right there, and we're gonna use Mikoto's fucking gravity ability to crush this motherfucker and send him packing. Bro, Lily has improved, right? Like, what else can we say about Lily? Like, she's really turned out fantastic. And she even asked Aisha, she was like, yo, Aisha, what you think about this plan? And Aisha was like, you know, that shit sounds perfect. So essentially what we're gonna do now is we're sending Aisha to go put in a request, right? We're gonna send Aisha to go put in a request to come help us down here because there's this weird ass monster that we can't handle. And that's probably where Ryu's gonna come in. Best girl, that's my waifu. Y'all know I love elves. Ryu gonna come in, try to save us, and we gotta go back and find Bell because that's the whole purpose. Now let's get to fucking Bell again, bro. This is something else I want to talk about because he got down there and them hummingbird monsters was beating the dog shit out of him. And he was just like, what would Eyes do in this situation? And I thought we got away from that, right? I know last episode I was just like, you know, we're straying further and further away of Eyes being like the fucking focal point. But here she comes rearing her fucking head yet again. And Bell gets to it, bro. Starts handling them shits. And even he didn't realize like what the fuck he just did. Bro just put on a fucking masterclass in handling monsters. And funny enough, Aisha, again, being a fucking prophet, said this shit right before we transitioned down here, right? She was just like, you guys gotta understand, Bell is better than majority of mid-level 4s, but his agility can hang with the best of the best. And she said, I hate to admit it, but he's stronger than me right now. So it's just like seeing what Bell can do by himself. Like, we know he's good by himself, but seeing him actually handle this shit, bro, I damn near almost shed a tear, man. But anyways, man, make sure y'all let me know how y'all felt about this episode down below. So far, from everybody who's been reading the light novel and watching my videos, they've told me that it's staying true to size, right? It's staying true to form, and they are really liking where it's going. So it actually makes me really fucking happy that not only do the anime onlys get to enjoy it, like myself, but the light novel readers get to enjoy it just as much as well, because they're seeing their baby come to life, right? Like something that they've cared about for so long come to life in a great way. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Again, thank you guys for supporting me. We're almost at 2.3K, bro. We're almost at 2.3K. 3K is like around the fucking corner. 10K is the end of year goal. So we got so much more work that we need to do, but I appreciate all of you guys nonetheless. And with that being said, it's your boy DanMachi, and I will catch you guys in the next video.